How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about sports memorabilia and more specifically signed jerseys. And really, is it worth it or not? And like, where should we get them? Are these websites trustworthy or not? As you all know, I have quite a few signed shirts myself, some which were kind of questionable, some were fantastic. And when I mean questionable, it's more like what they used for as the shirt or as the jersey to have the player sign it. Specifically, I'm talking about the Kevin De Bruyne one that I got a few months back. I got it from Sports Memorabilia. Why can't I say that? I got it from Sports Memorabilia, which is run by Fanatics. And I got that, it was originally $400, but I got it on sale for $280, which I thought it was a no-brainer, great sale. But then when I got it and I was unboxing it, I noticed that they essentially used, let's just say like a bootleg jersey. It didn't have a Puma logo or anything like that. It was basically a replica of a City jersey with the name set on the back and Kevin signed it on the back on his number. Which, to be 100% honest, that does not bother me too much because at the end of the day, it's going to go on a frame, and so it is what it is. And it is a verified signature of Kevin De Bruyne. But I thought that was weird. So when you look at how they're promoting on the website, you clearly see a Puma logo right over here. And so that leads you to believe that they use an official jersey to have him sign it. What I did not see prior to buying this, that if you look down in the details, it says here, brands, Fanatics, authentic. If it was the actual Puma, it would say brand Puma. Fanatics, authentic, I'm not quite sure what it means. My only guess is that they basically made their own little replica in order for him to sign it. Because I know Fanatics, they also make their replicas like football jerseys, as in like NFL jerseys. Their replica jerseys won't even have like the Adidas Nike logo, it'll just have a Fanatics logo. And that's technically their version of replica. Just like soccer, we have like replica versus authentic, whereas the authentic is more like the player spec jersey, whereas the replica is basically the fan jersey. So I'm assuming that Fanatics Authentic basically just means that they have made their own replica for him to sign. And like I said, I have no issue with that whatsoever. But for $400, I think that's a little steep, you know, because at this point you're kind of just paying for a signature, not so really much the shirt. And I remember saying in my video, for $280, like I'm okay spending that much, because that's, you know, compared to $400, that's not a lot. And it's Kevin De Bruyne. It's not like he's some just like whatever player. Like, he's one of the best midfielders in the world. So to me, I think that's fine. Should they be more transparent about what they're selling? 100% yes. So when looking at Fanatics and stuff like that, like they do have stuff that are legit, like within a legit jersey, but it kind of looks like most of them are not. If you look over and search for just Manchester City in general. Just browsing through the main page with all the Manchester City. I mean, look at the one over here with Phil Foden. This one looks kind of sketchy and it's $800, you know, like, let's click on it and see what it looks like. Like, you can tell there's some writing over here, but this to me just screams 100% that this is not like an authentic jersey that you would buy from a store. This looks like, again, like a bootleg kind of jersey, which like I said, it's 100% fine if that's the case, but not for $800 or $788, whatever it is. Look, regular price is $876. I think that's a little steep. I'm sure you all agree with me as well. But then you have items that look a little bit more legit. Like if you look at this Sergio Aguero. Now again, this seems more legit. That doesn't mean it actually is legit. But if you look all around the shirt, this looks like it's actual pictures versus something that could have been photoshopped. This looks like an actual picture of a jersey, and it does have the Umbra logo. It does have all like the badges and everything like that. This could still very well be a fake jersey though. And this one is $457. But you know, there's no real way of telling. This one doesn't give you like a description whether it's using like the brand, that's using an original shirt, if it's like a replica or whatnot. The only thing that is guaranteed when you're shopping here is that the signatures are 100% real. They all have like some kind of hologram that sends you to a database that gives you the proof of where it was signed, the witnesses and all that kind of stuff. And that's something that was included in my Kevin De Bruyne jersey as well. That it was verified, guaranteed, and it's an online database that it was actually him who signed it, where he signed it, who witnessed it, and all that kind of stuff. So the signature portion of it, it's going to be 100% real if you're shopping on this website. The shirt, however, may not be. And like I said, that is fine as long as the price is reasonable. $280 for me, for a City fan, someone who likes Kevin De Bruyne, to me that was worth it because, again, I'm a City fan. I like Kevin De Bruyne. He's one of the best midfielders in the world. So to me, that was worth it. $400, maybe not so much. I probably would have thought about it, but no. No. $788 for a Foden, that's definitely not an original jersey. I don't think so. But then you also got to ask yourself, especially when you're looking for signed stuff from like past players. Think of here, for example, we have Barcelona, a 1998-99 home jersey. I mean, think about it. How many of those jerseys are circling around right now? Probably not a whole lot, and it probably costs a lot of money to even try to get one. So if they're planning to have Rivaldo come to a place where they're going to have him sign some stuff, chances are they're probably going to either get a current jersey for a current season and they just have like a name set put with his name on it, or they're going to make a replica of an old jersey that he used to play in and then have him sign it, which I feel like this is probably what's happening here with this jersey. To me, that kind of makes sense because, like I said, how many of those old jerseys are actually circling around, and they're not cheap. Even if you get an old one with his name on it not signed, those are not cheap. You're probably still looking at around $200 or more. So with that in mind, it kind of makes sense that they sometimes have to use a bootleg jersey in order to have these players sign them, because that time is long gone and they're not making them anymore unless you're making it yourself. And whether that price point is worth it or not, I mean, I never necessarily cared too much about Rivaldo. So to me, that's a no, but to some of you, it might be, and that's totally fine. If it's worth it to you, that's worth it to you. Like, sentimental value will add on to whether something is worth it or not. Now, another jersey that I've shown off on my past videos was my signed Jack Harrison Leeds United jersey. And same thing. Now, except this one was a lot cheaper. This one was about a 95, I want to say. And then depending on what kind of certificate of authenticity you wanted, that would change the price as well. I elected for, again, like that digital version where there's a database where you can look at it and see like where he signed it, when he signed it, who witnessed it, and all that kind of stuff. But when I got the shirt, again, I noticed that they used I'm going to keep calling it bootleg. They used a bootleg jersey to have him sign it. Now, again, $90, I mean, that's how much a regular jersey, replica jersey costs, especially when the season just starts. So I probably should have figured that out on my own when I was buying it, because again, $95 for a signed jersey, I probably should have connected the dots that I'm really paying for a signature, not so much the shirt. So to me, that makes sense. I'm completely fine with that, no issue whatsoever. But I did get curious then after buying that one, because that was already my second jersey in a row, my second signed jersey in a row, that I got a bootleg jersey. And the Leeds United one I got from the Collector's Corner it's a UK company. And so I sent them an email. Essentially explaining like, hey, I'm new to the whole like signed shirt space, and I've gotten a signed shirt in the past where they use kind of like a replica / bootleg / fake jersey to have the player sign it. And I noticed that this Leeds United one was also a fake one. So I was just wondering, what is your guys' process as far as signed shirts go? Because I was genuinely curious. Because I was wondering maybe all the shirts they had on their site was fake. And they actually replied to me and they said, normally the shirts that they use are shirts that are provided by the club. I don't know if the club would give them that kind of a shirt. But I was also inquiring about another signed jersey that they had on their website that was a little bit on the cheaper side as well. Asking if that was also made using like a replica kind of jersey, or was it like an actual like jersey that you can buy from the store. And they came back again saying that shirt itself was an original shirt provided by the club. And so I wanted to put that to the test. And so I got it. And I've already showed this off in past video, but it's the Wolves jersey over here. And sure enough, it actually is an original jersey. It was like the ones that you would buy from the store. So I was like, okay, cool. So it's not always a scam. Not that I thought the Harrison one was a scam at all, because I think for the price that I paid for, it was great. And then this one over here, this Wolves one, I actually spent a little bit more, but I also had a coupon, which ended up coming about the same price. And also, just to read a statement of what later on the Collector's Corner put out on their Instagram story. All of the trading cards and shirt jerseys that we get signed are authentic and official products. Here at the Collector's Corner, we pride ourselves in offering only the highest quality items, and for us, this begins with authentic products. Unlike many other memorabilia companies, we don't cut corners to increase profits. The customer always comes first. At the Collector's Corner, we take pride in offering only the highest quality products, from trading cards to jerseys to photographs. We carefully select each item to ensure that it meets our strict quality standards. When it comes to jerseys, shirts, we only sell authentic official products. This means that you can have peace of mind knowing that your signed jerseys will hold its value over time. We don't compromise on authenticity to increase profits. Now, again, they released this statement after I bought the Harrison Leeds United jersey. So it kind of lines up with what they said to me in the email response when I had the question about it. And when looking at their website now, I mean, it looks like that all their stuff is legit. So I don't have any reasons to doubt their statement here, especially after getting the Wolves jersey and that being an authentic one. And also their prices match a little more like the value of the shirt plus signature. They're not like super cheap, but they're also not super expensive either, which I think is great. So if there's any place that I would actually recommend most of you to go shop, I actually would recommend them. And then we all know that I have the Zinchenko one that I got from Classic Football Shirts that was made for in support of the Ukraine war. Not in support of the war, but in support of the people affected by the war. Correction. Wow. And they actually use an actual Man City jersey for that one. Of course, they added their own name set with like the Ukraine colors of the flag. And it was signed by Zinchenko. Zinchenko even promoted it himself. And so that one was obviously going to be a real one. I didn't get a certificate of authenticity as in like the electronic version one of it. They only sent like a paper version of it. The paper version of it kind of seemed like anyone could have just typed it up. And I did the same thing for this one, where I also just did like the written one. And that one was kind of written, was like handwritten on a little postcard that kind of looked like anyone could have written it as well. So I don't know how legit those are, but if you have the option of doing like an electronic database for it, I would say go for that one. So yeah, the whole point of this video is trying to figure out, well, is it even worth getting signed jerseys if they're not even gonna use the original shirt, or if they're gonna just be using like bootleg jerseys? And again, the answer to that question really comes down to you, because everyone's going to have different answers to that kind of stuff. Me personally, I would much rather have them sign an official jersey and have it be a little bit more expensive, knowing that's going to be an official jersey. But I'm not opposed to buying a replica jersey that they actually sign and sell it for a little bit cheaper. What I am not for is a bootleg jersey that's signed by a player and charge an arm and a leg for, because that just seems wrong. You know what I mean? And then there's also like websites like Icons over here. And here's a good example where they have a Thierry Henry signed jersey, but it's on a 2020-21 home jersey, which that's totally fine, no problem at all. But then they put basically a replica name set of the old Premier League lettering, and it doesn't even have the Premier League logo on there. So it's the old Premier League logo on a more recent Arsenal jersey, and they're charging £400 for it. Like, to me, I would have much rather just have them use the current Premier League lettering for the name set and have them sign that than to go this route. Because I think that just makes it look fake, in my opinion, you know. And not that there's anything wrong with that. At the end of the day, he did sign it. I mean, look, there he is, right there, signing it. Like, that's totally fine. Like, I have no issue. I guess being a detail-oriented person and me, someone who does name sets and wants to put him on the correct jerseys, like that kind of bothers me. You know what I mean? And so $400 for that. And let me ask you a question, and obviously you can answer this in the comments or you can answer it in your head, it doesn't really matter. But so I have this fake Arsenal jersey right here, and it's 100% fake. I got it for like 20 bucks, something like that. And it has Henry right here. Now, if I were to actually get Henry to sign this jersey right here, would you rather get this fake jersey with his actual signature over here, or would you rather get that 2020-21 season jersey with a fake name set on the back that he signed? Well, one's fake and one is technically incorrect. Like, which one would you rather have? Let's say I was charging also $400 for that one. Like, which one would you rather have? What if I was charging $350 for my fake one versus that one? Which one would you rather have? I mean, you might not want either of them, because maybe you don't even like Thierry Henry. But if you love Thierry Henry, you might be 100% okay paying for that. You might be 100% paying for my fake jersey signed by him. It's all going to depend on what you prefer, what you like, and if you like the player or not. Me personally, But then still looking at icons.com, like, you know, here we have a framed Pele jersey that's signed by him, and for 1,300 pounds, like, that's obviously not going to be an original Pele jersey, because look how long it's been. Like, how many of those again are actually circling around? Like, I don't even think you could even buy jerseys like that back in the day, you know what I mean? So like, that's not going to be an original right there. You're literally paying for the signature and the frame. And the same goes for these other Pele jerseys over here. So there's a lot to consider when asking the question, is it really worth getting signed memorabilia for the price that they are? It's really going to depend on you. For example, obviously being Argentinian, I love Messi. He just won the World Cup. But I'm not going to spend 2,400 pounds on this signed jersey by him. You know, there's some people that think it's worth it. I don't have that kind of money. If I was a billionaire and that was pocket change to me, then sure, maybe I would. But no. And who knows if that's even an original jersey as well, because once it's in the frame and you buy it and you get it, you're not going to want to take it out of the frame and see if it's real or not. You know what I mean? So like, there's so many pros and cons to all this that again, it's all going to just come down to preference, whether you think this is going to be worth it or not. Now, if you have any doubts whatsoever as far as like, do you trust these websites to buy signed stuff, you can always go to your favorite club's website store and see if they sell, their own signed stuff, like a lot of places do. Since we were talking about Leeds, let's go to Leeds United's website. So on Leeds United's website, if you go to signed memorabilia, look at that, you got signed jerseys right there. I mean, they're not cheap by any means, but you're getting it from the official store, and you know for a fact that it was signed by them. I don't know if these will be match worn. I would assume it would say if they were match worn or not. I don't think they are. That's another option that you have here. You can always just go to your favorite club's website and see if they sell their own signed jerseys, which a lot of them do. Tottenham right here, they have the full squad signed shirt right there for almost $1,000. I wouldn't pay that, not for Spurs, but that's an option as well. You go to Arsenal's website and you see the same thing. They have signed jerseys. Now again, looks like they're using the bootleg name sets for like the old players, but then you have the more recent players, and these actually look like the official jerseys. I mean, again, they're not cheap, but at least I think you'd be guaranteed to know that these are the official ones coming from the official store, from the official club. So if you don't trust these other websites, go to your official club store and see if you can buy this directly from them. That would probably be the best option, the most trustworthy option for you. But one thing I would like to recommend, if you have any doubts about whether something is legit or not, don't be afraid to just send them an email like I did with the Collector's Corner, because it's okay to ask. You want to spend your money, you want to give them your money, but you want to make sure you're getting the correct product that you want. So there's no shame in just asking the question, hey, I have a question about your signed jersey. Is this a legit jersey or is it a replica jersey that you guys made? Like, there's no wrong with that at all whatsoever. And if they don't get back to you, or they don't answer you, or they give you some kind of BS answer, then maybe that's a sign that you shouldn't get it. But if they give you a genuine answer and you feel good about it, by all means go for it. So I am 100% happy with the shirts that I got. Like I said, I don't feel like I spent a crazy amount of money on them, so I feel content with it. So yeah, anyways, that was a bit of a rant of a video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope this helps you in any formal way. Nobody was asking for this video, but I still made it anyway. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Leave a comment on what you think about this matter. Do you think signed jerseys are worth the money or not, or they're just kind of just ripping people off? If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content like this. I will be making a recent purchases video very soon, so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss out on it. I guess I should say hit the bell notification so that you don't miss out on future content. But anyway, hope you all have a great day, week, month, year, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone. I used my left hand for that. That felt kind of weird. Take care, everyone.